Yo, what's up, Battle Gang? How we doing? What's up, Battle Gang? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Yo, what's up, Nepal? What's up, Tom? How you doing, brother? Oh, there you go. Things I know. The things I know. It's called Lose My Keys, Lose My Mind, I think. It's on SoundCloud. This one, Lose My Keys by Control Room. Good song. SoundCloud. Guys, what an interesting day in the markets. What an interesting week in the markets. What is going on with crypto? What is going on with cryptocurrency? Somebody explain to me why we get a massive CPI report yesterday. Today, U.S. markets go absolutely ballistic. I wish I wasn't that ballistic yesterday. I'm a little mad about that. And then crypto's down. What's going on? What's going on? Somebody explain. Somebody explain. Crazy times, though. Crazy times we're in. I'm going to go on the CPI report that we had yesterday. Where'd it go? There it is. It's kind of interesting, to be honest. I'm glad, though. This does kind of excite me a bit for... Get out of here, Apple. It does excite me a bit for showcasing that, okay, we can actually trade on our own. We can trade on our own. That's fine. Cool. I appreciate you for trading on your own. Why did I lose my mind? One more for good luck. We'll go blue. It's neutral, right? Because it's both. But we're going to talk about that rate cut. We're going to talk about a potential rate cut coming in September. It looks like we're getting maybe 50 basis points, maybe 0.25 was back in focus now. Okay, so we'll be talking about that here in just a second. We got another central bank, New Zealand cut rates as well. And we'll get into that here right now. Welcome back to the LuxAlgo live stream. My name is Jacob. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you tuning in like always. Happy Thursday. Hopefully you guys aren't bleeding too bad. Hopefully you're not bleeding too bad. But I appreciate you guys tuning in like always. We're going to get going here in just a second. Like I just said, New Zealand has officially cut rates as well as of yesterday. And let's get this music turned over, baby. Well, guys, hopefully you've been okay. Hopefully your portfolios are balancing themselves out, especially my US viewers. Hopefully they're easily balancing out because crypto down, stocks up. Quite interesting state we're in right now. No rate cut in September. You don't think so? We thinking it's looking so that we are lining up for a 0.25 versus a 0.5, which would make sense, right? I don't think we'd have an aggressive one. I just think this year we're going to get at least one, and we'll see. But again, remember, we had that report yesterday. Let me go to the actual. Here you go. Bada boom, bada bang. Yesterday, right? 0.9, right? 2.9, right? This is what we talked about on Wednesday or Thursday. Talk about how more than likely we're going to get that same. It'll be our first back-to-back months with year-over-year decrease on that CPI report. So hopefully, big reason why we're up today in the U.S. markets. Crypto down a bit here, but you can see here. Look at the ES. I mean, look at the ES here. Absolute banging yesterday. Man, crazy week. The weekly on ES as well, just ripping, right? Ripping from that nice, massive hammer candle on the weekly chart. You can't get better than that. But daily bouncing off again, high volume profile node there. You can't get better than that. Why is US selling now? Yeah, it's all, there's been so many lukewarm feels in the market, right? So many feels about, certain people selling it, certain governments selling Bitcoin. That's pretty much what drives this. a lot of times they won't just dump it. They're going to, take the time to kind of get rid of it. But, we're going to look into some things that have gone over the past few days and kind of get back to it, my friends. Good to see you guys. Remember, next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, are going to be live at U.S. Market Open. So be ready for that. We're going to be closely talking with some of these stock traders and options traders through Wolf Financial. Well, they're going to be part of it. It's not going to be, I don't think it'll be the Wolf guys. I think it's another group of people from Twitter. And you'll see who that is on Tuesday, but I'll keep you guys updated as we go about it. But let's go ahead and get that laser off. We'll see it a little bit later today. But overall, getting that 4 continuation signal on SP500 daily, you can't get better than that. I mean, come on. Somebody. Continue, man. This was money. There's a lot of discounts on stocks on that massive sell-off we had, but we're back in focus now. I wanted to kind of go over our Twitter here really quickly from yesterday. Besides that rate cut from New Zealand, oh geez, shorts coming to Rumble. Yeah, whatever. I don't think people really care about that. I'm going to scroll back through our Twitter. If you're not following our Twitter already and you want to be up to date with everything going on, guys, I mean, come on. It's as easy as one little button. It's absolutely free. Go to the LuxAlgo Twitter, and again, you'll get updated with everything going on in the market in real time, sometimes before others, right? So we're going to go over gold. For those of you that keep saying gold, I love you, but we're going to go over it, I promise. July retail sales were 1% versus 0.4, guys. That's over double, right? That's a big reason why we're up today as well. But yeah, recession talk has kind of gone down big time. We also released a new indicator today. It's the correlation clusters. Compare some of the Ethereum. You can compare multiple ticker symbols. But go check that out. It's pretty cool. Besides that, here's 4-hour gold analysis already from our Twitter team. Showing that continuation is possible. You can see getting a nice potential setup there on the oscillator, as well as hitting that liquidity trend line that we have from the price action concepts indicator. We want to see maybe going to break out of that previous lower high we set on that 4-hour, but we're going to touch base on that here in just a minute. But yeah, guys, it is quite interesting. Boffman, worth $2.5 billion, reportedly closed an offer for buying Paramount. Okay, sorry, I thought I was saying Bitcoin. My bad. I forgot about the crude oil report was today as well, and I didn't see that CL reaction. I haven't looked. How was our CL reaction today? Yeah, we're a little bullish today. Not too bad. Let me optimize this to 16. But overall, yeah, it's kind of a choppy day here on crude oil. Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, so, there's a lot to look at, a lot to go over. Again, though, if we look at actually the weekly here on Bitcoin, that's the main focus right now, and why, we don't necessarily worry about it, especially if we are continuously hovering over 60K. Remember on Tuesday, right? We talked about how we wanted the daily candle, right? This is Tuesday, to close over the previous day's high. Notice what happened. It did not close over that previous day's high. That is not a great sign. We had 5 hours left on Tuesday on that daily candle to get back over it, and it did pretty well for the most part, but then just couldn't execute, right? They just couldn't execute it. I was going to go back to the 4-hour price action here on Tuesday, which was here. Oh, no, it wasn't. I'm way behind. Here's my Tuesday price action. So, yeah, you can see it, struggled a bit. I think the daily, what was the daily price we wanted to close over on Tuesday? Oh, the 13th was, the Monday high. Monday high was 60,702. 721, yeah. So then if we go to that 4-hour chart, we can kind of go back here. There we go. So we had a few 4-hour candles close over that, just couldn't full on close over that daily. Again, we had some pretty decent high volume highs here that we had to worry about. You can see even a break order block has played in there now, but I was going to see if there was anything sitting there. Yeah, we had that 6% order block as well, sitting there from that previous swing high. But again, this thing rejected and broke that previous high low on that 4 hour regardless. So, I mean, what would have had to happen was a clean daily close over this high here, which, wait, which one were we looking at? We're looking at this one at the 60,721. If we would have had that close up here, right? If we would have had that close up here, we probably would have gone to see a retest of 61.8. Didn't happen, okay? Again, that's what it comes down to on that daily. Daily is super important. 4 hours great to see, potentially intraday or, 2-day trends, but the daily is going to tell you everything at the end of the day. We were still, of course, in a pretty bearish downside. We broke that recent daily low there around 53,500, right? Almost like had a full close under that price, but this is a nice little pullback here to that yet again today. If today closes where it's at, you're going to get that bearish turning point here on the oscillator as well. So that's not a great sign for Bitcoin right now. We can maybe go retest, seems like this low down here at around 54 seems pretty strong. So we'll see if we get a retest of that. Just couldn't get that daily close, sadly. 60K obviously was that area. We still have, this open close weekly highs range that we've been talking about around that 57 area. We're still trading above it, which is fine. I mean, I don't know. We're going to see. That was a big liquidation sell-off that we had back on the 5th of August. So if we go retest that low, I'm curious what would happen. Seems like maybe we would get some buybacks, but it's going to come down to that. Let's see if we can get any continuation. But yeah, so far, I mean, nothing crazy. I think on the past day, it didn't seem from our Twitter feed on what's going on with the Bitcoin and crypto side of things. Again, I'm just glad to see that it's not completely following the market. We don't want crypto to follow the U.S. markets. I mean, at the end of the day, we want it to be a separately traded thing, something that's going to have its own cycle, right? We don't want it to trade closely to the U.S. side, because then we're kind of just, what's the point of trading crypto if it's trading alongside, the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ? It's just, to me, it's no fun. I'd rather it make its breaking moves when the rest of the market's down. That's totally cool. We want to see kind of a difference between the two. So I'm happy that we're not actually pumping today for the most part. Obviously, I'll be happy regardless if, of course I want Bitcoin and everything to pump. But again, every time we get these sell-offs, man, it's nothing but discounted areas for decent buying, especially, me, watching Solana. I'm going to be watching Solana back down to 130s. So I'm ready. Yeah, it's pretty chill week, yeah. So there you go, BK confirming on the news front for the crypto world. But overall, my friends, nothing too crazy. We're just kind of waiting to see how price reacts, and it's good to see that crypto doesn't have to rely just on the U.S. market to do anything, right? So we love it. We love it for the most part. But let's dive in, man. Let's dive into our charts here. How's everybody been? Hopefully good. Again, starting next week, we'll be going live in the morning at U.S. Market Open. That is 9. It's going to be between 9 and 9:30 Eastern time. So get ready for that. It'll be interesting to see everybody in here. During that time, we'll be looking at everything, probably more majority stocks, but as the stream goes on, so at first we'll be looking at how stocks open, how the U.S. Trades. As the stream goes on, we will be going in and out of Bitcoin and crypto as well, so be ready for that. But we'll be looking at gold a lot, too, in the mornings to see how it trades, too. But we kind of just touched on Bitcoin there for a second. We'll go on a broader view here in just a minute, but let's take a look at gold while we're at it. Fam said I'm 100 air. Amazing. Any trading or just analysis? Brad, if I could trade live, I would, but I legally can't, but I will be talking about trades, and you will be hearing a lot of the other people. You'll be hearing all the other people talking about trade ideas and calling out specific options, contracts, and stuff. You'll hear a lot of that, okay? So there will be trades, 100%. There will be trades. Wow, the HODLbot actually. Yo, Cal, there, it literally, the HODLbot just replied to you. But yeah, so we'll be talking about it. 100%. I mean, we'll talk about, direction too, because I will be, honestly, I will be trading on a separate monitor because I usually do. So if there's a setup of mine, obviously occurring that day, not every day I will be trading. I don't trade every single day unless there's a setup. Recently I've been getting more setups, but we'll be seeing. I'll be talking about the potential. But I'm not gonna say, hey, buy now, sell now, or whatever. I'll be like, all right, I really like this push from this level. Let's see if we can go, take out the highs or take out the lows or take out this specific level. It'll be more so, you'll hear me talk about it, but it'll be fun. Excited to get going on that. All right, so yeah, for gold here, let's take a look. So hold on, let me add up the watermark so you guys know what time frame we're looking at. What time frame we're looking at. I'm gonna pull up as well these signals and overlays and take off the money flow profile for now. Okay. So obviously we have come into a very high volume 49% order block on the 4 hour. High volume 49% order block on the 4 hour. I don't know why I don't have this up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta have my commands and everything. The big question is this working here? Is cam only working? It is. Okay, cool. So let's try that again. We have a 49% order block on the 4 hour chart on gold. Okay. If you ain't taking profits into that order block or even looking short on the downside, then what are you doing, brother? Had to make sure that was set up. Okay, we're good. All right, let's get back to the gold chart. But seriously, 49% order block. What strategy do I use personally? We were explaining it on one of them that I really like on Friday. There's several things that I use with the LuxAlgo indicators. It just depends kind of what's being shown to me, but I'll talk about a specific one here in just a little bit on the lower time frames. I'll show you. There's something that I really like. We talked about it on Tuesday. It's pretty cool. It works on a lot of different assets. It was working on Bitcoin a lot recently. Okay, the other big thing right now is the nice part about gold is, I don't know what I was doing there. It has fully made that move to 50% retracement. So with this big sell-off on CPI yesterday, we had that little bounce back, obviously. Sorry. That was just Thursday. Never mind. I was making sure this wasn't the daily chart. So we had that CPI forward and back, right? Oh. Can you give me that 4 hour back? Thank you. Sorry. So we are potentially going back into this high volume order block, but honestly, if we're going to reject these lows, there's really no reason to be looking long in this current situation that we are in. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off signals and overlays for the time being because obviously we're in a very aggressive imbalance. Now, in my opinion, this candle flip here, right, is not necessarily something that I really like. Right? I don't really like that. I would like to see if maybe I did it again. I'd like to see if maybe we can potentially get back into 2470. Now, I mean, this literally sold aggressively, but immediately got bought right back into that. That's showcasing that the buyers are honestly pretty strong. Can I ask what music listen? This is some type of house music. I can't. This is on Epidemic. This royalty-free site. So this morning, we had the retail sale report. We had the dump yesterday. We had the CPI report. We had the dump, right? Because, right, the gold is going to move. And sometimes we've seen it not, but the gold in this sense, like yesterday, it's going to have particular moves similar to the dollar when those reports hit. So the dollar had that big spike going in from yesterday. And then gold, obviously, as you can see, had the exact same spike today. As it came back to kind of recover a bit. So I would really want to see if we could take out the 2463 here at this high. But again, I wouldn't be looking too bullish in the current state that we're in right now. I'd be looking, I know what. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I play a lot of random stuff. But I would like to see if we can maybe, off of 2460, continue lower. If not, then we actually might get a decent bounce back. But the 4 hour is quite intriguing. I'll talk about it again today too, for sure. But yeah, this similar highs here, right? We need to see if we get a 4 hour close over that 2459 there. and take out this imbalance, even though this wick pretty much took that imbalance out. But it's nice to see if we can get a candle close. We dive to that 15-minute here. I mean, that's a pretty aggressive sell-off. In my opinion, I need all this price to get reset right after the retail sale report. So I need this price to figure out what it wants to do first before continuing any movements right now, especially on gold. Nice little fade back after that sell-off yesterday with CPI. So faded back up and then dumped again today on the retail sale news. So 2460 would be that high to keep an eye on right now. If it's still below that, I'm not going to really want to be around for that. But in this case, my 2459 would be probably the breakout price. But again, this doesn't look bullish to me anymore, right? We had this nice bullish trend. We could have had maybe a slope continuation off that sell-off yesterday, but because it's sitting below that previous higher low there and rejecting it today on that news, it seems like maybe it's due for another little pullback here. So 2400 potential downside moves. I mean, if we break this low from the last 4-hour candle, you'll probably see your next push somewhere to, let's see on the money flow profile. There you go. Boom. 2408. You know, you got a very high volume level there at 2408. So I don't want to see that. Let's see a 2408. It was high volume here at all. Not really. Majority of that volume sitting down there. But then again, we have a daily open close low here at 2382. So maybe there as well. But daily's not bad on this, right? You have the daily trying to hold and close over. And this is why we were a little bit liking the bull side on the 4-hour, but trying to close over that previous high here on the daily. But it is, again, having issues right in the 70s. So we'll see how it plays out going into tomorrow. That's probably going to determine where we head from here. So keep a close eye on gold for potentially a good close today. And then obviously I want to see a 4-hour close over that 2459. Okay. Let's go take a look at Ethereum, and we're going to go back to gold here in a minute. That's the wrong ETH. Ethereum. You know, we talked about this on Tuesday, saying there's no reason. Any kind of news happening? Honestly, not really. I think it's more of a fear-mongering, fears lingering in the markets. But again, if we really look at it from a broader scale, it's not dumping that bad. Ethereum's way worse than Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's trying to hold in the 57s, 58s. But I'm more happy to see that crypto is not in correlation with the U.S. market. That's kind of the upside I'm thinking about right now. It's like we've had so much correlation with the U.S. market. I'm liking that we are not getting that right now because it shouldn't be. We shouldn't be correlated with the U.S. market whatsoever. We're decentralized for a reason. So it's nice to see that crypto can actually trade away from the way, any U.S. reports would trade, stuff like that. So a little bit of fear in the market, but it doesn't seem to be too aggressive just yet, but seems to pretty much just be resetting off of its previous sell-off that it had. Again, with Bitcoin, we're just waiting to see kind of how it plays out here. Nothing too aggressive that's happening yet, but I will say ETH way more bearish on. We never even got close to trying to retest these lows here. Those lows is what we talked about on Tuesday. The 28 level would be the first stop. I never hit it. We had taken out. We took out the highs there again. In a bearish trend, if you see a bearish sell-off and then price immediately tries to revert, setting higher highs and higher lows, that is a bear flag formation. But it also, to confirm a bear flag formation, if you see price take out highs like this on a daily candle, then close red, that's a very strong bearish signal, right? That pretty much they just ran stops there to send price lower. So right now, this would have been my first daily target of 25.53. Would have been the open close on the daily. Now I would be looking for 23.41 to be safe, 2400, right? Yeah, but again, Tom, it's one of those things where they're going to be smart about selling it. They're not just, and the same reaction happened the last time we had this same issue with potentially them selling the Bitcoin. Even if they sell it, I highly doubt they're going to sell, all of it at once. But also, again, what's the amount that they're selling? How much was it? It's not as crazy as you think. Like, Let me see here. 500 million, 590 million, right? That's $500 million, right? $500 million. Okay. $500 million in Bitcoin. You realize Bitcoin's sitting at $1.14 trillion. It's not in market cap. $500 million or half a billion. Not even a billion. $500 million. Let's just say they just market sold it, right? Not really going to do much. You know how much was liquidated on this sell-off here down to 50K? It was I'm not even going to say, I was going to curse there, but I probably shouldn't. It was a lot. So again, $500 million of transfers there. I mean, the Silk Road transfers to Coinbase. It says unlikely to be sold anyway. That was 7 hours ago. I think there's a little bit of fear on that, but again, price is just moving the way it should, right? And that's why we like crypto so much. Again, price set lower lows. It tried to retest. It's been raging up here between the 50s and the 70s, right? Price comes, sells, takes out lows. Price then reverts on short covers. And then again, people re-short to send it potentially lower. It's part of the cycle. There's not really much concern just yet. This was concerning. This major sell-off through these lows was concerning. But it getting bought back up through 60K, that's great. We talked about on stream last week how, 60K run is, probably going to happen. But we really need to get up over 65,500 if we want to actually see this thing make a full reversal. So we need to see if this thing can just hold in this area as of now. That's probably the biggest thing we'll be watching in this current state of Bitcoin. But Ethereum there, definitely way more bearish on Ethereum. Guys, for Ethereum, to be completely honest, I wish I had limit orders on Ethereum. I don't normally place them because it's just been sitting up here in my opinion, an overpriced level. I didn't think it would actually come down to that roughly 2,500 mark. But 2,500 I bought a little bit at. I will be honest, I bought a little bit at 2,500. I like the weekly open close levels here. Been pretty strong here. But honestly, I'm waiting for this thing to take out 2Ks. Like that would probably be the next level I would buy Ethereum. I honestly think it probably won't happen. But if anything, for like a long-term position, something that you're willing to hold for a long time, I mean, 2,500, pretty keen level from the weekly time frame. So it's just one of those things where I'm just being a little patient here. I would rather more of a sell-off to even buy more of it. Solana's, my favorite of all of them. We got some at that massive dip to 121. Thank the Lord. Thank you again. Again, if it goes down 121, that's great. I've thought about, buying some at 136 again, but I've bought there so many times. I don't really want to buy there anymore. I want to get some lower prices. So I've actually shifted an order down to 130 on Solana here. And again, for those of you that don't know, if you're just now tuning in, anytime I say like I have potential limit orders set at specific levels, this is me for holds that are going to exceed probably 5 years. So I'm not looking to just sit here and like say, hey, 130, it's going to 100% bounce off of. It's going to make big runs, right? I'm a firm believer in the Solana network. I love Solana. Anytime it dips below roughly 140 down to 120s, I usually buy some. And I've been buying a lot off 136. And then whenever 120 hits, I 100%, or 121 hits, I 100% always buy. But I'm just like, I really, really want to see if, we can get 130 this time if we go lower. Okay, so it's just one of those things, right? Just one of those things. So we'll keep an eye on it going into this week. But Solana here, like we said already, this thing's hovering between two reversal zones as well, so it is chopping quite well there. It is coming out of that high volume node as well. So that being the case, what I would be watching now is, does price actually go down to 130? Does it hold 136? Again, you guys know me, 136 is a weekly level that's held not once. I would consider this holding, not twice, and now 3 times here last week. But again, coming from a very significant open close low and open close high here. So that's kind of the watch right now, 136.49. But I rather get 130s right now if it wants to break back down. It makes sense for it to kind of break back down. Oscillators sitting nicely, lower high there. It looks like the oscillator could do something like this. And if that's the case, we'll get a 130 potential double bottom or back to 120, which you know me, I will buy off 120 again. But that the oscillator is setting up for this consolidation to play out very nicely. So if it does go to take out or touch the 120 again or try these lows again, we will more than likely get that bullish divergence and see that run up again. So that's kind of the play that I'd be looking for if Solana does make a decent sell-off here. So we'll keep an eye on that as well for the rest of the markets. But man, besides besides Solana here, the U.S. market's absolutely ripping. The biggest like bounce we've had since like COVID, man. This V bounce is incredible. That price literally right on the Nasdaq dumps. Sorry, where's the other one? I want to see the amount. Price literally dumped 17% on the Nasdaq and now has regained. Let me make sure that's 11%. Yeah, it is. Now has regained 13%. Pretty much recovering majority of those losses so far. So absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So I will say that Nasdaq's doing really good. The ES fell a decent amount, but has recovered a little bit more, right? It's back above these pretty key levels here. But look at the reversal zone touch here, and that's what I want to touch on. And a strategy that I've always looked into or always liked to look at was watching to see how price reacts to reversal zones. This literally held shelf right on that reversal zone here on the ES. The Nasdaq, I think, it actually hit it. Yep. Nasdaq went through it there. Optimal sensitivity is 14, so let me adjust that here on the Nasdaq. But again, price extends into there, right, and then makes that continuation. We even got a beautiful, and again, this is why I recommend, guys, regardless of how you are looking at the charts, always start at high time frames. If you like using indicators similar to ours, or you like using our indicators, look at high time frame, because a lot of the times that's going to give you your best sentiment here, right? The strategy we talk about on the 5-minute is watching price extend, right, into these reversal zones, and then coming out of the reversal zone, giving us a signal, or just giving a clean candle close outside of that. In my opinion, signals are always going to be stronger. So you can see here, even with this continuation, or even with this signal out of a reversal zone, right? We literally took a massive, massive move all the way down to that 18K mark here on that NASDAQ. So even from that price point here, we had a 10% drop, which is, you know, honestly incredible. So it's just one of those things right now. We're starting to see if it wants to potentially get back over this lower high, which was 19,717. I honestly, the biggest thing yesterday was the money flow profile. I literally, there's just one setting you turn on, but I can show you. The biggest thing yesterday was that CPI report. If that was going to be good, if we were going to have 2 back-to-back negative reports in 2 months, the market was going to go ballistic. It just was. I mean, there wasn't no doubt about it, honestly. What sucks is, though, I literally, on like one of my smaller accounts, I wanted to play the CPI because I don't necessarily like to play news because you never know. It can do whatever. I mean, regardless, buying every stock known to man at these dips was like inevitable. You just had to do it if you didn't do it. Anytime you get big enough dips on like the biggest movers like Nvidia and Microsoft and stuff, is just 100% worth buying. Either way. Took a play yesterday with same days like an idiot. Should have just grabbed weeklies, grabbed end of week expirations, because 100% had a strong feeling we were going to report a nice slowing. Yesterday got caked on those, and then today is when that movement happened. So again, word to the wise, don't overnight same days. Just by the end of the week, if you're predicting some news rally, it might not happen for 2 days. So kind of depressing, but it's all good. We got some good buys on some stocks at the dips. I mean, guys, who didn't, like, anybody buy Starbucks? Anybody buy Starbucks at freaking 70s, man? I wish I would have got some of the 70s. I got to, you know, I thought about buying a bunch of the 70s. I had to go back and look if I bought some, to be honest. I know I wanted to buy more if I didn't. But it's just, I just kind of tuned that out, man. Freaking Starbucks, though. Massive mover. I was trying to think what else. But again, we'll look at Microsoft. Guys, this is one of those things where weekly time frames is pretty key here. Weekly low here, stick at 400, dips down, touch that weekly low, bounces right off it. Daily, though, daily high volume lows here. Money flow profile was sitting much lower, but you can see the volume picking up a bit there. But price action concepts, what do you see? Boom, order block. Buys, bounces right off that order block. Massive moves again. I mean, not so often you get dips like that. It's still pretty low, so there's still a lot of opportunity, but even like NVIDIA here. NVIDIA, take it out, you know, to retest these highs here. It has no problem doing that. It has a very high volume day. I mean, I can't even imagine the volume on that day. Yeah, that's peak volume right there. Peak volume on that day. So, again, bounces very aggressively off that level of previous highs, just screaming, hey, here we go. What else do you see? You see a very high volume node here. What color is it? It's yellowish, right? Boom. Out of the levels, where is majority volume on the money flow profile? It's here at 90, and it's at 49.38. It's at 90 and 49.38, okay? This happens to line up with previous highs as well. Price, guys, price just doesn't dip like a few percent to that level, right? It just doesn't dip a few percent to that level. It literally dips 35% to go retest the 90s. Absolutely no reason to not purchase NVIDIA below $100, in my opinion. It's just, especially with what's been going on and the crazy numbers they've been having. Absolutely insane. I mean, again, Tesla was another one. Tesla, we bought on stream. We talked about buys on stream at 160. It even dipped to 182. It still didn't even get close to the buys we wanted, or the buys we had, sorry, at 160, which was originally from a weekly level that we really liked. So again, Tesla's looking really strong here off 200. You know, we'll see where it ends up. Still this week, let's see if it can close in 1 day and 1 hour back over that high volume node there. That'd be really clean. I don't need to be drinking LaCroix right now. My freaking throat's gonna burn, even though it's just water. Sol dump. Sol, we're looking for it to move to 130. That'd be nice. I want to buy some off 130 again. But yeah, lots of opportunity in the market, man. It has been quite nice. You don't get these dips often. Bitcoin fully on. Let me see the 5-minute here. We're in that weekly zone. We're still in this weekly zone here. How's the very aggressive reversal zone here? How is the setups been doing recently? Let me do this. Hold on. Where's the menu for this? I just want to hide this for a second. There we go. There you go. So let's see how the strat's been doing recently. Today, 4 a.m. Nice little extension, 2 signal rallies to the other reversal zone. But again, market opens. That's interesting. Actually, it had a decent morning, right? Market opens right here, 9:30. Price comes out. Remember, we like to wait to see how market opens. Wow, this nice lower high off this high volume node here and then dumps. Beautiful. What's the sensitivity? Can you give me a sense? 16. Yeah, 16. 16 cents here. There you go. So this morning, nice rally. Wait, am I on Chicago? I'm on New York time. So yeah, 9:30 open. Boom, high volume. Should be a decent volume. But yeah, you extend into that reversal zone several times. Usually after that happens, we just wait for that pullback with that signal to continue the move lower. And there you go, lower high off of that high volume node and just dumped from there, which is pretty cool. How was it then, though? Where's that node? I bet, yeah, it's still sitting there. Node's there, rejects the node, and then sends it. Beautiful. So not too bad of a morning here on Bitcoin on Wednesday. On Wednesday here was the Wednesday open. Wednesday open on Bitcoin. Similar dump. I didn't even see that. Dump way harder. We had our open here. And a similar movement. I want to see here, though. What was the sensitivity that morning? It was 15. So not too far off. So 15 reversal zone after market open. And that's 9:30. Hold on. 9:30. Dude, this thing sold before market open. That's nuts. 9:33, that volume node doesn't respect it at all. Very choppy. Very choppy morning. It was choppy on the US side too. Like even out of crypto. Even out of crypto, very choppy. Super extended here. Gonna see here. That would have been a fluke one there. Extended, nice breakout. Wouldn't that look at the volume? Look at the volume decreasing. There's like no volume on that buy side coming out of that. Again, the minute you see you get one failed, let's say exit of reversal zone, it's like you just want to wait, be patient, see where you're heading next. I mean, that was almost at the end of the day. And then we went into the evening. Still below that high volume node there from last night. See, overnight, how do we trade? Overnight, we traded okay. It was a little sideways, just diving into that reversal zone. And then we finally got that early this morning. Right into London Open, had that movement. Reversal zone, takes it out, rejects high volume node, and then dumps. That was the ideal setup right there. Beautiful. Beautiful moves. Bitcoin right now, though. Let's go to the 15-minute. Extended as well. Let's go to the 4-hour. Again, if we look at high time frame sentiment, guys, everything was leaning very bearish. We look at the daily. The daily is going to pretty much tell you everything, right? Daily, the day before, we had what? We had a candle that could not break the previous day's high, never closed. That means going into chill, NVIDIA. I get it. You want to add points or whatever. Still in a very bearish 3 cycle on that daily. So price bouncing off the reversal, but then failing to close over that previous day's high, was signaling a bear day in the next day. Again, always look at a high time frame probability, right? High time frame probability will sell you everything, right? In this case, you know, Wednesday had, you know, a nice little signal there for the continuation on 17 cents. Came back down, almost broke structure, is breaking it now, so I wouldn't be looking at it until this very second. But overall, not doing too shabby here. Huge rejection of that. Wow. Let's look at crude oil. Crude oil had their report today, bouncing. There you go, 4-hour off that high volume node. It broke out of it. See, it broke out of it. It was a high volume node at first. Go check BNB fam for sure. High volume node first at crude oil. Kind of. It didn't fully pull that volume until it retested it. There it goes. Boom. Pulls the volume. Volume shifts. And then literally just escapes it. Like already escaped it once. Let's see if it continues off of there. Solana. Though, man, I want to see that 130. 136.5 is that area I'm watching right now in Solana. But again, guys, high time frame sentiment, that's going to tell you your day. Okay, tell me this. If you're going into tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, if you're going into trading, why the hell are you not looking at a daily time frame? Like going into tomorrow, like after this overnight session, when you wake up, right? Or if you're already awake, right? During the, you know, depending on what side of the world you're on, why are you not looking at that daily time frame? Because that's going to tell you, right? Look at what happened on Solana yesterday. How does this not scream that today is going to be a bearish day? Yesterday, Solana makes a rally to take out 2 days highs in a row, right? This is not working. It's common sense sometimes, guys. It takes out 2 days highs in a row, right? Here's one high, here's 2 highs. Takes both those highs out. And then inevitably closes bearish. I mean, that's 100%. 100% overall selling pressure. There's no reason to be looking into today going, oh, it's gonna get bought up today, huh? The other biggest thing is this coming off of also retesting or breaking below that high volume node as well in the money flow profile. So in my opinion, off of this, going into tomorrow, we can go to the 4-hour time frame, right? Going into today, right? for our time frame. This was, let's see, Wednesday 8 a.m. is broke back out. Thursday today. Here's your 8 a.m. candle, right? Here's your 8 a.m. candle. So my 8 a.m. candle's here. All right. So I'm going to go into my 15-minute now. Where's the market open? 9:30. All right. I'm going to watch how price, again, reacts to this high volume area. This thing breaks out of this and then reverts. Again, though, we could determine, regardless, going into the day, we were bearish on Solana. We're not going to say, hey, 5-minute, 15-minute candles are going to turn us bullish on Solana. That's just not going to happen. We're going to watch to see, when does Solana actually show us a little bit of bearish price action. The minute it takes out these highs here and then reclaims, right, and then reclaims those highs right back here, and then breaks this swing low here, you get a very aggressive sell-off. I mean, but again, going into that day, all you should have been thinking of was, okay, this is probably going to be a bearish day due to the fact yesterday it took out the previous 2 days highs and then closed back lower. Would have been interesting, though. I honestly, this price action on the 4 hour was a little messy. I probably wouldn't have found any trade setup. Now, the only way we could have is, you know, maybe, let's see here. Let's see how the reversal zones played. There you go. Would be the reversal zones. Looking for a bearish setup, not a bullish setup. I'm not looking bullish. I'm bearish. So I dive into my 15-minute. I dive into my 5-minute, whichever one it is. Here's your 15. All right, here's your 5. 5's going to give you a little bit earlier. Price, you know, struggles to kind of continue. Finally breaks out, and, you know, it's trying to push that higher, doesn't, fails. It gives you that 2 continuation signal, then you get that sell-off. But all that had to come from was my sentiment for the day was looking for a bearish setup. So Solana today, beautiful bearish setup. Again, going into tomorrow, if Solana closes here, would continuously think bearish. Again, tomorrow, bearish. If it closes where it's at. I'd be looking for the downside. Again, I want to see 130 on Solana. I want to buy there. I want to buy for the long term on Solana at 130. I need like actual water. By 120.01. Okay, yo, chill. I thought it was one. I don't remember. But yeah, not doing that again. Goodness gracious. All right, let's go to the euro. Actually, let's just take that theory. Bull run over. It's possible. Is it over? That's the question. Let's take that same theory, guys. Talk about today. All right, let's talk about gold. Right? Talk about gold. Again, first off, I look at my daily time frame. Yesterday on gold, price. Okay, price runs the highs. Right? It ran these highs, ran this high, and it closed back down. I would 100% today be looking bearish on gold. I would. So if I go in from gold here, I dive into, let's go to the 15-minute here. All right, the 15-minute here. This was earlier today. So this is market open today. Looking for a bearish setup. Price, again, I said market open. Market open was down here. But I will say, this was retail sales, right? Retail sales just dumps it lower. Essentially, if you were taking this before retail sales, sure, you did great job. But again, in my opinion, if you're trading gold, you should understand. If you're trading gold, you should understand that retail sales affects gold very aggressively. CPI affects gold very aggressively. You see all those videos that they count down CPIs of they're like 1, 2, 3, go, and then the most iconic one is when it pumps up and then goes down and hits the guy's stop loss and he's like, shit, he turns his phone off. That's a good one. But you should understand it affects it very aggressively. So if this affected in a bearish way, your sentiment for the day was a bearish setup. More than likely, you shouldn't be trading gold for the rest of the day. Yeah, what's up, Shane? How you doing? You should not be trading gold for the rest of the day. You like the bearish move from yesterday. Today, retail sales had a very strong effect on what was happening. with gold, right? Sells off early. If you would have missed that first initial signal after, right, price extends, and then there you go, boom, it comes back down. But again, in my opinion, I'm probably not going to look at the charts until market open, right? But again, you know, you should understand, I don't trade gold a lot. I personally don't. But you as a gold trader should understand, okay, what news moves gold, right? So CPI, retail sales, they move gold. So in this case, I can go in early enough, say, hey, you know, we're getting a huge news report for gold 30 minutes before open. So I'm going to come in here, look at gold off of this reversal zone, and then maybe wait for its first signal if it gets that first crazy reaction, which it did there. And my golly, it dumped. So there you go. Shane, how's everyone doing? It said pork. Good one. That's funny. You're rich in holdings, man. You're very rich in holdings, right? All right, so then let's take a look at. Let's look at the euro. I haven't looked at the euro today yet. Euro, similar situation. See ya. Sayonara. All right. Yesterday, terrible. No, we know today news. Usually no-go on the news days. B&B fam wanted. So let's look at this. Let's look at B&B. B&B selling off today. Man. Look at the difference here, though. Okay, here we go. Similar idea, right? Similar idea. Here's your 4-hour chart. Yeah, why is it? Here's your 4-hour chart, right? This is our 4-hour chart. Yeah, two very nice bullish candles back to back. Bull, right? Okay, cool, right? But let's look at the daily. Look at the difference. Look at the daily. Look at yesterday's. Again, similar situation. Yesterday on BNB, price goes up. It takes out yesterday's high right here. Takes out, common sense, takes out yesterday's high. It then closes at a doji after it's been rallying off a low. Again, I'm thinking today I'm going to be bearish. I'm thinking today I'm going to be bearish just from yesterday's price action, right? We go to the 15, we go to the 5-minute time frame, right? Let's pull up our signals and our lays again. I'm looking for a bearish setup. 15-minute or 5-minute, right? Here's your bit. Going into today, right? Here's your market open right here. Boom, market open. Price extends. I'm leaning bearish because of yesterday's candle close. What yesterday did. Pricing bearish. Here's my 2 signal. Here's my opening position because of the extended period with 2 signal. And then there you go. I literally just hit take profit. I mean, obviously, I would have been take profit. I had my runner take profit opposite reversals. Now, let's go to the 5-minute. Similar idea. This is with anything, right? This is with anything. We got 16 sensitivity, right? This is why optimized sensitivity, in my opinion, is probably your best bet. 16 sensitivity, right? Okay. Market opens. Look at this. Some of you are going to be like, yo, Jacob, this one here, this one you would have taken and it would have failed, brother. Now, I'm going to be honest and say, yeah, any trading strategy has failing trades. But again, look what time this is. 8:55. It's not even market open yet. Okay. U.S. market open is what I like to trade, and on BNB is similar. I mean, look at you'll see volume adjustments here, right? Look how the volume has increased going into the U.S. market opening, right? Here's U.S. market. I'm not going to be looking at my computer until about 30 minutes after open, right? I want to see what the price does after open. Here you go. Price is opening right here. Boom. BNB trades, right? Extends. I was bearish all day. Because of yesterday's price close, right? Here's my 2 setup. Here's my signal setup. Boom. I'm out. I mean, bam. It would have hit here probably. My first TP would have hit there. Second TP was obviously a runner that would have been left into that reversal, though. All that came from was that daily time frame sentiment. If we go to the 4-hour now here on BNB, though, I would also still be bearish. I'd be targeting right now 503. I'd be targeting 503 on this. Go to 12. Nice 2-day movers, though. Wasn't too bad. I'd be targeting that. Yeah, it's kind of in a no man's land right now. I had a nice little bounce back there. Daily time frame, this thing. Yeah, I mean, look at the daily. Let's look at this swing. Daily off the 618 as well. I mean, the daily was selling you too. Did US sell their Bitcoin? Again, guys, it doesn't matter. This is the signals and overlays and price action concepts indicator. Guys, again, it doesn't... Like, the fear is selling, right? But let's talk about it again. The market cap of Bitcoin is 1.13 trillion. The amount of transfers in Bitcoin with the US wallet was $500 million. Who cares? It's just it's a huge talking point. They're like, "Oh, the US market, the US is going to crash the market. They're going to just dump it, dude. They're going to crash Bitcoin with all the Bitcoins they own." I mean, come on. Let's hop over to the US though. It doesn't really make a difference. It doesn't. I mean, on a broad scale, macro scale, it doesn't make a difference. Let's look at the US, take our similar theory here, my friends. All right, here's the ES, right? ES yesterday, what happens? What happens yesterday? Yesterday, first off, again, if you're trading US markets, you need to understand the US news, right? Yesterday, we had a CPI report saying, hey, the market, great little video there, but inflation is actually slowing this guy. Pretty sure this guy lost a ton of money. Inflation's actually slowing for once in back-to-back months year over year. The biggest bullish catalyst I've ever heard, one. Two, just by looking at the candle from yesterday, price dips down, says, hey, look at me now. I mean, we can even let's just talk about daily lows, right? Daily open, close, low there. Price comes down to that daily open, close, low. I mean, we can go, let's go to the 15-minute. Look at that line from yesterday. Wicks that low, skyrockets. Awesome. That's not what's important here. What's important is that daily candle. Look at the daily candle. We look at the 4-hour too. Daily wicks that low after gapping down for one. Closes well over yesterday's high. That's a bullish catalyst into the following day. You have a daily close over the previous day's high. Right? So in this case, also, the lower wick is higher than the upper wick. Right? It also closed over this wick's high. That's not as important, but again, it treated this previous lower low as well as a nice little bounce spot. But I will say, going into today, your mindset should have been, hey, I'm going to be bullish. Two things, big news report and the daily candle close. So today, I'm only going to be looking for bullish setups. Now, if my setup was what we've talked about here, sadly, you would have had absolutely zero setups. It was just overall the best rally day ever. This was more so just pulling off of news and overall repositioning any type of, bigger position people are in. Is pretty much probably what happened here. So, massive mover today. Every dip was worth a buy in this case. This is, trend days like this happen a lot, but these are just one things you want to keep an eye on, right? When they happen. CPI drove this entire day. There was literally no. Now, the NASDAQ, we could look at too. No, absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. So, again, not too bad, but only bulls today would have been the case. Crude oil. They had a report today. Crude oil had a report today, right? So you would have been waited on that news, right? Let's see the 5-minute. This is the 5-minute. Let's see the daily. Crude oil had a report today. Big sell-off yesterday. But again, we don't trade it, right? Because it goes into a report. Right? Report was the big news for today. It actually didn't signal anything either. Let me see the 18. What's 18 sensitivity? Yeah, there was literally no. Look at the 5 minute. Price didn't really extend at all. Let me go 16. Price didn't extend. It extended here, no signal. Extended here, got a signal, and it is heading lower. But it just knew this was a big news day for a nice volume profile reject as well. News day here for crude oil, not really worth the trade, right? I'm trying to think what else would have, be separate avalanche. I don't think we did it with Ethereum. Right? Ethereum, similar situation. I mean, there's no reason to look at the same thing that happened yesterday. Ethereum takes out, guys. Yesterday, Ethereum takes out these highs, all of these highs, flips red. I don't even need to look for a setup. Just give me shorts all day. Give me shorts all day. This is the easiest looking play of the century there. It was literally a bear flag playing out beautifully. Just yesterday gave you, again, a sensitivity optimizer. Do it. You won't regret it. Just change it. It just tells you right there. Extends price here. There's your first signal, and bye-bye. See ya. See you later. I'm trying to think, what's silver doing today? Silver had big moves today as well. Silver had news moves today. Again, today was just one of those days where news is going to drive these today. You can't. Guys, you have to understand there's one thing that can negate technical analysis, and that is news. Regardless, it doesn't care. It doesn't care if you have the perfect A+ setup. If the news is saying, hey, this thing is ready to buy, it's going to get bought. It doesn't matter. You just take the day off. Right? You retail sales. Or all you got, the news can be the easiest thing to trade sometimes. Or all you got to do is the minute it makes its first reaction, you just follow that reaction, right? I mean, I'm not going to give you that kind of advice, but you got to understand what you're trading and what news affects it. If you're trading gold or silver, certain news affects it differently and can do things like this, which is why I would never trade on news days for gold or silver, or really anything that trades with the dollar, right? If you want the high lows, you can get it in the price action concept indicator right here. Boom. And then swing high, swing low there too. So I got all my actual things: higher low, lower low, strong low, weak high. I promise you, you will save yourself a massive headache if you understand what's going on in the news. It's inevitable. You're going to save yourself a headache. So again, if you're not following our Twitter already, make sure you follow our Twitter. Besides funny memes, we're constantly posting analysis on there. Okay? We're constantly posting analysis on there. We're posting the news that you need to know. And we're posting the latest updates to brand new indicators we do launch. But again, it's going to give you everything you need to know. We don't just spam you with a bunch of random crap. We try not to keep it too crazy and constantly annoy you. But you will get a decent amount of alerts per day. But it will mostly be good analysis, right? Or it will be news that is keeping you updated. But that's about it, right? Won't back on my old indicators, and that's fine, dude. You can do whatever you want, man. That's the best part about trading. If it works for you, then I wouldn't suggest changing. If you have something that works, I wouldn't suggest changing, man. That's the hardest thing to find in this game, and we're just trying to provide that for as many people as possible. Trying to provide the opportunity for you to figure out what works for you. Dude, I like... Unreal. I want to see something here. Hold on. Let's look at... Hey, let's do this. Let's look at some crypto screeners. Crypto pair screener. Let's look. Let's see. Well, we're going to filter that out. Give me at least $1 billion market cap. Like, this is insane. Volume, at least 1 million. There we go. Much better. Goodness gracious. What's up today? Fluky. Fluky's up today. Of course it is. I want to kind of get rid of the... That's barely up today. I kind of want to get rid of the exchange. Let's do Binance. Let's just do Binance. Just Binance Exchange. All right. TRX, the most up today. I'm kind of curious where we're sitting on some of these because every once in a while I will go through a list of certain ones to see if I want, you know, looking for buys on them. Man, TRX is actually trending quite well. Strong sell here on FTM. Ooh. XLM garbage, XRP. Let me do that one more time. XLM garbage. XRP. You know who you are if you're holding XRP. Get out of here, man. Come on, XRP. Bet. Let's see. You know who you are. All these getting hammered today. Doge weekly dead. Matic weekly dead. Okay. Here you go. Here we go. This is something interesting. Where's the daily on this? SUI. Anybody in SUI? This is interesting. SUI breaking structure on the daily. Look at the structure break here. Breaking structure on the daily for the weekly. Nice volume. 24 on the oscillator. Look at that volume spike there. Somebody bought a lot. Anyone know the news on SUI? 7 hours ago. Okay, here you go. Carter. Noted SUI witnessing an amazing rise in crypto market. Interesting. Okay. So today, sadly, or the last 2 days, it's sold from this high. So essentially on SUI right now, right? I would want to see it hold for one, this breaker, right? This breaker block, or that 79-cent level. That 79-cent level. I would want to watch that on that favored retracement there. Also a very aggressive imbalance there. Let's watch that. You know what? Let's do a new watch list called oh, the hot list is on here? Duh. Let's create a new list, and we're gonna call it stream screen, because this is from the screener. SUI. Adding that to the list. Watch it off of that 50% retracement and that inbounce, or see if it wants to bounce off of this level. I'm not a huge fan of that pullback as much as it did. So far, at least. Because of Binance, I'm going to drop this down, and then let's see. That pulled out 43 matches, much better. Just the volume killed it. Let's see here. I'm going to take off price action constants for the timing. AAVE. Wow. Mega run of 1% today with the rest of the market down. Interesting. AAVE, not too bad, actually. Another thing, guys, look at this. Like I said already, what happened yesterday? a very aggressive bullish day. I'm going to go into the next day with a bullish mindset. I'm going to drop now down to the 5-minute time frame or the 15-minute and look for bullish setups. All right, let's see. Go to 12. All right, looking for bullish setups. Here, market opens, nothing. All right, just nothing. Right now, maybe something right now. This would be, I mean, this is low volume on AAVE, but I know you guys like to trade these things with crazy leverage, but your stop's still in play. Your 2-to-1. I would be targeting this previous low here. Stop would have probably moved already. Potential. It was weird price action. Look at the 15-minute. Respecting the highs. Not too bad. I don't know. AAVE, the only green one today. Yo, like these, I don't even have volume. I need it. Hold on. Let me filter this volume again. Let's do at least 500K. Does that help? 15. I only added 5. 100K. 18. Yo, this is nuts. Let me bring down market cap. 1 million. 1 million market cap. 500K in volume. There you go. Goodness gracious. What the hell is trading at 1 million market cap? Rare didn't pop up before. It's not a million market cap. This is 71 million market cap. Maybe it's glitched today. No, okay, look at the volume on this thing. What's going on with... Keep forgetting the amount that Binance has. Look at these. Dude. Yeah, no, screw that. The problem with volume in crypto is you have ones that are so... We need, like... Do they provide... These are all indicators. Fully diluted market cap. Here. M-Box. Look at Tron on that. EOS. What is an M-Box? Okay, it's on here. Yo, what is this? Yeah, AAVA. I would say you said AAVE. This thing's so new. This thing still looks like it wants to go lower. This is the difference between buying crypto versus buying stocks. Like, it's so much hard to filter out good ones. You just have to buy the one. You have to look at the ones that actually have volume. Just, yeah, a little rough there. A little rough. Actually, I haven't checked on MU today. MU 7% today. Let's go, man. 7% on MU today, and there you go. There's your daily setup there. Yo, check it. Reversal zone. First signal is here. Boom. Let's go to the stocks. Let's go to the stock screener. This is a little depressing. A little depressing. Trying to go through all those cryptos that are just getting dumped on today. Gaming-based token. I mean, how's the game? how does, like, how many users do they have? Let's just keep market cap. I'm gonna do volume here, 100. Let's do market cap. Let's do 2 billion in market cap here for the stock front. We'll do volume. Let's do market cap though, peak. Where are our troops sitting today? Apple. Bitcoin going to dump. Bitcoin is falling off right now. Our target right now, again, on Bitcoin, guys, going into tomorrow, still bearish. Look at that bearish turning point. So tomorrow, going into Bitcoin, all right? Going into Bitcoin, if it closes where it's at, we will be looking to the downside. We'll be looking to the downside. So again, like yesterday, Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin less. There you go. We'll be looking to the downside on Bitcoin. I think it can easily come back down to 54. It's possible. But again, let's look at the money flow profile again. Your volume dissipates down there at 54. So we go to the weekly here. Yeah, it's pretty lukewarm on the volume front. I mean, you're looking, let's go 4 hour. Yeah, this thing looks like it's gonna, maybe 56 first. Obviously, it has to hit 56 for it to be 4, but there's maybe some opportunity off 56 based on the way it reacted last time. 54 would be that downside target. The entire stock market, Robert, is ripping right now, man. The entire stock market's ripping. Crazy. Crazy moves. Absolutely bonkers, brother. Yeah, he posted. There you go. Here's some entertainment for the day. I always see this guy on my feed. I follow him. Actually, I forgot I recently followed him because it's funny to watch him. Imagine anybody having this problem today. Hopefully not. I don't know why you would ever short. I don't know why you would ever short good inflation readings and good retail numbers. Bad idea. Don't do that. Bad idea. Pretty funny though. Yeah, I mean, it's the Web3 coins with games are pretty cool, but it's like let me see this. M-Box. I'm curious. Wait, no, that's Avid. If it was Avid, I would be all for it. Like, the fact that I type in M-Box and it doesn't come up, that's not great. Mobox. There. Yeah. This is a bunch of games. This is like one of, like, there's so many different types of crypto Web3 games like this. Explore game. I have to download it to explore it. Like, they don't even... You're kidding. I just get to watch a video. Like, They have a bunch of games. So they like literally are like a Steam, it seems. 600 ETH. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, that's very interesting. Very interesting, I will say though. There's so many of those games right now, it's nuts. Today on Bitcoin, closed below. Let's see. This is Monday's low. We closed below Monday's low, 57,653. That's what I would want to see. Close below that low. If we can get that, that's what we'll be going for. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's so bearish from there, to be honest. For now. But you never know. Market's closing in 2 minutes right Man, Solana, please give me 130. That'd be nice. 18 sensitivity as stated in the dashboard. So tomorrow, guys, when you go into the market and you want to trade low time frames, make sure you're looking at those high time frames, okay? Make sure you're watching them. It's your biggest helper. Your biggest helper. Yo, the YM, bro. Right back. YM's literally probably the most recovered out of all of them. Yeah, the Dow. Dow most recovered out of all of them. 3 continuation signal today on its optimal sensitivity. I mean, to be honest, this market looks like it would 100% fully bounce. That sounds like a penny stock. 50% today. Space Mobile. Interesting. First commercial satellite launch. Is this similar to... Yo. This poor guy. Yo, what is this guy thinking? Yeah, he's crying today. You know this dude's crying today. Yo, agreed. I'm still holding puts. They're so dead. Please tell me that was... Yeah, no. He's like, that's so bad, dude. Dude, this is interesting. I'm assuming this is similar. I had to look into it. I think we need to listen to Fortunate Son again. Absolutely. That's sick. Are they... Hold on. Let's look back. I want to see their profile. Cellular network in space. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to do that or if it's like you know, Elon's internet thing. Oh damn. They haven't, this year be their first year probably to do something. 0 revenue. How to capture more than 1,000 points in Bitcoin? What do you mean? $1,000? It's pretty cool. I'm gonna do more research on this one. I mean, you know, with Elon doing his, you know, mobile network, why can't I remember his name? Remember that? It's not Spacelink, is it? What is it? Starlink. With Elon with his Starlink, I mean, that's the future of the internet and future of really cell service, like allowing literally a connection anywhere. So any companies that have a potential move going into that before or alongside to potentially work with him to create an extensive network like that, it's going to be pretty big. How to capture more than that? I mean, what was it today? 1,600 today on Bitcoin. We had $3,000 difference yesterday. 1,800. It seems like Bitcoin's moves are around a little bit over 50, a little bit over $1,000 bucks. Gosh, that had money move off. Cash Cow's not done these contracts. Yeah. I definitely want to look more into it for sure. Yee. But yeah, guys, honestly, that's probably where I'm going to leave it today. It's probably where I'm going to leave it today, guys. Again, on Bitcoin, we're definitely bearish if it closes on the daily below this 57,653, okay? They have way more contract than Elon. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Elon's the only competitor in that space right now. So it's like either he's going to, you know, work with them potentially if they're similar, you know, aligned, or, you know, gonna beat them to it, right? All right. Bitcoin, though, again, coming off high volume note on that daily, it was sitting up there in the 68s. I mean, this thing, it is in room for trending momentum. So at the low here from that previous higher low that happened on Monday, it was 57,653. That broke today. If it closes under that 57,653, which it probably is going to, your probability then is at a pretty decent high for it going to 55K. After that, after 55K, roughly, honestly, I would say 56K, another $1,000 drop. After that, honestly, 54,000 would be that next point where I would be targeting on Bitcoin. I would be bearish on Bitcoin right now. I would not be going for any longs. Again, for me, you know, I like to watch key levels. The next key level on Bitcoin, let's say if for some reason 55, 56 doesn't hold, we do have a decent bit of a sell-off. We could consider, like what happened with the weekly recently, that when it got bought back up, we could consider 51, 52 as a key level. Besides that, I'm going to be watching right into this breaker block at around 46, 47. But I don't know if it would come down to that, especially after that buyback yesterday. I could see it coming back down to retest 55, 56. I could see it at the very least retesting 52. But I really don't know if this weekly 56, 55 level would break. I mean, besides that, we have the lows of 53.5. We have this low of 54,278. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. For Bitcoin now on the daily, definitely still bearish. I'm not super aggressive bearish. The U.S. market's doing absolutely fantastic. So that's a great sign to showcase that Bitcoin maybe just in a slump today or like going into the end of the week. We might see a potential continuation at some point, but again, we're getting very nice consolidation at these highs. Consolidation is the best thing you can get on Bitcoin before big moves, right? We had, if you don't recall, we weren't streaming at the time, but we had a very long consolidation between 20 and 30K for a while. We kept going up to 30, we break back under 28 as you can see here, and then eventually made that breakout and that move. We had a shorter consolidation between 45 and 35 before we made the move to 60K again. Again, more volume is now in the market. There's more volume in the market than ever before when it comes to Bitcoin because of the ETFs. This is the first time we're experiencing the ETFs being traded. Does my script work? What do you mean? This is the first time. Oh, I see what you're saying. If you go back and watch the stream, I can prove to you that it does. You just go watch it. Watch what we normally look for, or at least what I look for. There's so many different ways you can use it. It's insane. That a lot of our users use. Either way, what was I saying? Yeah. So the consolidation is big, huge volume in the market now because of the ETFs, because of BlackRock and all these major funds having to buy and sell Bitcoin to keep up with their ETF. Now, that's okay. You know, it's adding volatility, it's adding acceptance to Bitcoin as an actual asset, something that now pretty much is tangible. It's just legit now, right? So in this case, I would really like to see if we can get, continued consolidation. The U.S. markets are mega green right now because of the CPI and inflation coming down, which is good. So we could see a pretty decent bounce back in Bitcoin soon, but let's wait to see. Let's wait for us to get that confirmation. Right now, the turning point on the oscillator is not too great here. I do think we could potentially, again, the odds of it going to 55, 56K on the nose are pretty high right now. But after that, we can start talking about where it might bounce. So let's get down there first, then get into it. Besides that, guys, Ethereum, more bearish on Ethereum than anything. Bitcoin, Ethereum targets. I mean, I would want it to hold at 2,500 right now. If it doesn't, I could see this thing going right back down to like 21, 22.5. So watch that. I wouldn't count on Bitcoin bouncing today. Solana 130. I'm looking for a buy at 130. I've been buying off 121, been buying off 136. Now I'm looking for 130. That's the next level for me. Besides that, guys, again, gold here. If it closes bullish today, maybe it could have a good day tomorrow. I like that it took out yesterday's low and it's trying to close back up. Watch to see if that closes. It got 50 minutes on that one. And it's close. But besides gold and all that, my friends, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like always, if you liked the indicators today, you liked kind of the strategy I've been using and talking about today on stream, you can actually try it out risk-free for 30 days at LuxAlgo.com. Just make sure you check it out on the website. Also, on our website, if you don't know, if you've been looking for an indicator, we probably have created it. Make sure you go to the libraries tab. And again, we have a massive indicator profile on there, or library on there, pretty much giving you cool concepts that you maybe have never heard before, or concepts you might have been wanting to find an indicator for. And it's all completely free. All of them are available on TradingView, and some of them are actually available on MetaTrader 4 and 5, Thinkorswim, and NinjaTrader, so you can actually filter those accordingly. And also check out the ones that I've been using today on stream as well. Besides that, guys, again, you do get risk-free for 30 days on the ones you saw today. If you're not following our Twitter, but been looking for something that's going to keep you up to date with everything going on in the market in real time, and pretty much sometimes before everybody else, as well as good analysis all day. This is all-day analysis, not just when we stream. And this is, other very good technical, I don't even know, what do you call people that do technical analysis? TA guys? I don't even know what to say. Anyway, very informed, very highly traded LuxAlgans is what I said recently. That use our indicators every day and are a part of the LuxAlgo team that build these analysis screenshots for you guys. So make sure you go check that out on the Twitter, as well as, we break down our newer indicators. But the biggest part is this does keep you updated with everything going on in the market. I would suggest following it. Next Tuesday on Spaces, we will be live in the morning at Market Open with me. I'm also going to be streaming here on YouTube, so make sure you tune into that. Chart Wizards. There you go. Mike with the Chart Wizards. Like that, Chart Wizards. Next Tuesday, Market Open. I will be live on YouTube, but I'll also be live in Spaces with a few other people. I got to make sure exactly which other ones they are. Actually, I can show you, I think. I'll save it for later. I'll let you know later. But Tuesday we'll probably be back. Maybe Monday I'll keep you updated within the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you also join the Discord. It's just discord.gg/lux. It's absolutely free. We also have a thread just for this YouTube stream that is under the Hangout section. Make sure you join that as well. But guys, besides that, I really appreciate you tuning in like always. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And man, what do we leave it with? What do we leave it with? We need a good song. We need a good song to close out. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta get the laser going. We gotta get the blue smoke waiting. We do rave break like always. We do rave close. Maybe rave close. Potentially rave close. Let's see. I gotta do something. Got to do something cool. But we'll be back Tuesday. Potentially, I'll be talking about trade opportunities. I can't just show my trades live. I wish I could, but I can't. But I can. We're going to be talking about it. You're going to hear a lot of people talking about trades in the U.S. market. So, which one am I going with today? Nobu. Should we go with grills again? I haven't done that one in a minute. Or the discotheque. You guys love that one. Yeah. Let's do discotheque. Let me get Huddle Gangs in the chat, baby. Come on, baby. Let's get Huddle Gangs
Monday
in the
night
chat.
to the discotheque. Tuesday night to the discotheque. Wednesday night.
I will see you guys next week. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for tuning in like always.
Friday night. I didn't want to go, but my friends came looking for me, so I went to the discotheque. Saturday night to the discotheque. Sunday night to the discotheque.
The discotheque. To the discotheque. I actually can like make my voice look really weird too.
What the heck? Monday night to the discotheque. Tuesday night to the discotheque. Wednesday night to the discotheque. Thursday night to the discotheque. Friday night to the discotheque. Saturday night to the discotheque. Sunday night to the discotheque. What the heck?
Oh, Green, you work. Yeah, there it is. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next week, baby. In the morning. It's going to be fun. Peace out.